Should be coming up to live. Let me know once this starts to work. Hello. Alright, let's get into some stuff real quick. Still sick. Alright, should be live. Let me know if we are. And let's get into this video. Missed yesterday. We missed yesterday. Have a good excuse. Basically, had an onboarding call. I think Parker said somebody asked me in the live I did with him yesterday. Or I think it was today. I'm so lost with time, and we can talk about that. Favorite beginner trader? Yes, sir. So anybody that said, "Oh, Jake, you quit trading yesterday?" No, I had an onboarding call. For our 10K fast track group, and I obviously couldn't do both at once. So, guys joining that higher ticket group, obviously me and Parker have to fulfill. So that's where I was. If we recap where we were at before, as well, with things going on before we even get into trades, market is going to open in literally 1 minute. We're going to let it chill for 3 minutes. We're not really fucking interested in jumping in immediately, although I might regret that. So Discord is growing nicely. Everything's going well. 407 members. We're going to put on some $2,000 trades again. Hopefully, not lose anything. Although, I believe I'm 15 for 16 trades. Although they're baby trades, $30 trade profits. I'm 15 for 16. But hopefully, we can get some bigger wins. Hold a little bit on a little bit longer. But I doubt it. So let me just confirm the actual trades, because I feel like it's been a while. Since we actually traded win, and then we took that loss. So our loss was actually our last trade. This was massively in the loss. Inflation number, right? This was massively in the loss, but it saved ourselves. We got saved. This could have been wrecked out the whole day, and I'm very prepared for that to happen. So there is that. Now, let me get out that snus. Let me take out this fucking retainer and let's look at the market, because I believe it just opened. Let me guys know if you guys are trading as well, and what you guys are doing. Christmas is nearly here. I need to book a flight home. Haven't done that yet. Definitely need to do that after today. I keep seeing that. And it's getting close. New Year's almost over as well, man. 2026. Me and Parker were talking about this morning. What do you change differently in 2025 and 2026? And what are you going to do differently in 2026 to make sure that is your year? Or are you going to do the exact same thing as 2025? Hopefully not. Hopefully we start taking this shit very seriously. But yeah, no time to waste. Market just opened. Okay, big green fucking candle on Bitcoin. I'm guessing altcoins are going to immediately react, which is something we've learned. Good day. Immediately. Okay, so everything immediately has opened on New York time zone, I believe, in massive green candles. I mean, immediately. So, obviously, we would have liked to cut this, but again, it's too early to tell. We always give it a few minutes to let itself chill out. We're not going to just jump into this right now, even though it could well and truly send. We're not going to do that, okay? We're going to wait for entries. We're going to stick to what we're doing. And you see there, immediately bought back down, okay? Immediately bought back down. Now, if Bitcoin, on this next minutely kind of candle, I really want to, I'm starting my reading journey 2026. I took the whole reading journey. I hope you meant trading journey. We're not here to fucking read books. Now, if you did mean reading, I don't mean to offend you. Read your fucking books. I've read a lot of books. I need to read some books because I've not read one really in a while. But I'm guessing you meant trading. Okay? I'm guessing you meant trading because I don't know what you'll be reading. There's nothing you can read, in my opinion, that's going to help your trading. Unless it's maybe some psychology managing this thing up here. As far as I'm aware, there's no book that can really tell you as much as getting your feet wet, right? Sure, there's books, strategies, courses, etc., etc. But until you're in the water, you know, if you're reading a book on the gym, you can read that book all you like, and you're not going to get six packs and fucking big biceps. Until you step in the gym and fucking feel the pain, the hardship, the diet, that's when you'll see results. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's the same as trading. You can read all the little fucking charts and all the little books you want, all the little head and shoulders bullshit, but until you're in here playing the game every single day, you're going to take losses, you're going to get beaten up. That's how you're going to be better. That's how you're going to be better. Trading, yes, thought that. DCA will keep going down, but end of January, yeah, DCA is fine. DCA portfolio for me right now. What is the market? I've not even checked. I've been so fucking busy today, man. And it's really catching up on me. It's going to be quite nice. I hate flying. I've got a long flight back to the UK whenever I book that. It's actually going to be nice to just not have my laptop and phone. I feel like I'm so fucking mentally drained. So I really need that day and a half off. And today I was like, okay, take a chill day. Well, it was podcast in the morning. It was an onboarding call, and then it was another onboarding call. And then it was gym, and then it was sauna, and then it was just fucking, I even fell asleep. Like Ryan, my buddy here, he's leaving tonight. I'm going to miss him. He fucking, I was just snoring on the couch. I fell asleep. I'm so fucking drained. And we're back on another live stream today. So it's going to be nice to have that 1 day flight, because it basically takes like, not a full day to get to the UK. It takes like half a day, 14 hours. It's going to be nice just to fucking be on that plane and not on my laptop. But I know when I land in UK, you know, Christmas, family, no, there's no fucking days off, man. There's no days off except from that flight. Yeah, market 88k, Ethereum below 3k, HBAR 11, Solana 126. Basically, nothing has happened really today. An 805k portfolio in the last 24 hours. I'm up 1,000. So this is probably the most chillest day that we've had. Put along in Tibbler is about to moon. Trump family balls deep in crypto. Come back. Yeah, your HODL portfolios are going to be absolutely fine. Like, we can ask HODL portfolio questions. Like, nothing's changed with HODL portfolios. And it won't change, in my opinion, until anytime soon. So there is that. Now let's have a look. Okay, so Bitcoin. Let's go back into the 1 minute and see what we can do here. Okay. Where are we at? I want to have two because I'd like to bang up. If I can get a longer short on Bitcoin, I really like to kind of times that by 2 and repeat the same in an altcoin. That seems to be kind of a strategy that I like to play. Okay, now Bitcoin is now retracing past its opening hours of about 9:30ish, so now we're below. Big spike up, big back down in a minutely. If we can get to oversold kind of territory, we might look for a potential long, and we look at altcoins going forward to see what we can do there damage-wise. We're in red on the minutely. Now you have to be very careful here, because there was one day 2 or 3 days ago where I didn't enter a trade until the end, smacked out 2 winners, but it took time because Bitcoin just bled. So we got to be very, very careful that, okay, we're oversold here. GG indicator, potentially catch early and get a green, but who's to say that this doesn't happen, okay? What's up, Titanium? Probably one of the most log ads we have on these trading videos that we do. Hopefully you're doing well. Don't know if you started trading, don't know, forgot what you're kind of at, but hopefully you're doing well. And hopefully you have 2026 laid out, because a lot of people, not in this chat, you guys are locked in, but there's a lot of people, you know, in the kind of general community, kind of hodl mentality that probably don't have a 2026 strategy for crypto, for life, etc. Look at this fucking candle, man. And I would urge you guys to have something laid out. What are you going to do differently in 2026 if you didn't hit your goals in 2025? Okay, there needs to be a plan, because you can't just repeat 2025. Now, I'm pretty sure your HODL portfolios will take care of himself, but there needs to be goals set in place if you want to take because 2025 flew past, man. We're all 1 year older. And for me, 2025 was just, obviously it was a year ago, but it feels like not long ago, bro. It's crazy. Looks like he is going to blow money. I mean, maybe, bro. Maybe. That's the goal. To lose a bunch of money, to make a bunch of money by learning the game. But I'm not doing bad. I'm literally 15 in a row, bar from one loss. So I'm 15 for 16. But my trades are so babyish, I cash out way too early. So I don't count them as wins, but technically they're wins. Like, they could have went so much for just starting trading like 5 days ago. It could have went way worse. So I'm surprised how well it's went. And don't worry about my money, bro. My money is good. Worry about your money. This is what me and Parker were saying. Me and Parker can educate you whether you like us or you hate us, but we can't click the buttons for you. We can't control your life. We're trying to fix our own life. We're trying to fix ourselves first, and then we give these videos for free. Well, you want to tune in, do what you want, but like, don't worry about me. You know, we're good. We're good. If I lose $50,000, $100,000 in trading, nothing will actually fucking change. Bar, I'll have that mentality of spending a bunch of money to hopefully learn some few lessons, because I'm here for the long game. Like, I'm good with HODL portfolio. Don't need to worry about me. Worry about yourself. But good to see you. Let's go, champ. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, what we got? BTC will go to 78 and then go large. The swallowing noise. Is it that bad? I'm so addicted to nicotine gum. I'm sorry, but I refuse to stop chewing. This is my stream. Like that. Risky long. Risky fucking long. Risky long. Calling that confirmation way too fucking early, but it is what it is, as they say. It is what it is. Okay, ADA's off the fucking charts here. This is going to be risky. Not advised. Nobody copy this. But I'm looking at potential bounce on ADA. Nobody copy these trades. You absolute risky motherfuckers. Price prediction for butthole coin. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't have a fucking clue, Marcus, but hopefully you're doing well. Maybe you should buy some. You know? Maybe you should invest all of your fucking HBAR, your XRP, your XLM into the butthole coin. And then go back to fucking Australia and say to the guys, look, butthole coin made me a fucking millionaire. Okay, look what you've done. Yeah, we're getting wrecked immediately, it looks like. Yeah, what a great start to the stream. Let's fucking go. It's about time we had some massive losses. $30. Remember, our goal is like when we make $30, it's like 1K bet, which is like a nice stake. I'm glad I didn't enter that ADA trade. But I would like to get recovery here. You can see in the minute here, if it respects this, get some sort of reversal here, we could potentially long this back up to here. If it doesn't, it's going there, but we're not going to enter this too early. We want to see how this is respected on the minutely, because the minutely is very important to see what's respected. Bitcoin one's kind of chilling. Again, we're just kind of looking at these levels. You've got to be very, very careful on the minutely. To be honest, let's see if there's anybody in Discord that has anything interesting. The crypto expert, man, he's just banged again. I know he's using way too much fucking leverage for most people, even me, but he is just banging 1,366%. Oh, it's crazy. You don't need the price to move up or down, whatever way you decide to filter your trade here, to an 100x leverage. But if you get this fucking wrong, it is bye-bye time, liquidation. But if you get it right and it doesn't need to move much, you make a fuck ton of money. But right now, I am nowhere near the level where I want to do that, to be honest. Okay, so now we're at ADA, kind of respecting these levels exactly at 0.37. I just need a little bit of more of a confirmation and we'll enter along, because we do not want to catch a falling knife and again have this disaster by being in too early. Although being in too early can be good, but again, it's a lot of risk because at the moment now you don't know. It's basically 50-50. It's basically 50-50. And we do not take 50-50 bets. XRP is looking nice as well. You got to be very fast, man. XRP is looking like a nice bounce. XRP could be a long. Again, it's just going to depend on BTC at the moment. But so many nice fucking coins, man, that we could fucking long. Again, if BTC keeps getting wrecked, we're chucking $2,000 there with $4,000 in. Technically $20,000 with leverage. But again, if BTC just decides to tumble, you know, you're losing $2,000, you're losing $2,000, you've lost 4K immediately. So you got to be careful, okay? And this is not advice for anybody. Not advice for enemy. The reason I entered this, we bounced off this perfectly well. We're oversold here, so I'm really just expecting this. But we could come down and test that. The trade will stay open, of course, because, again, it's not 100x leverage. If you used 100x leverage, 200x leverage, that's when you could go down to these levels, get liquidated before you've seen the fruits of your labor. So that is why it's not recommended to do 100x leverage. But if you're like the crypto expert and some of our guys in our group that can handle that, absolutely, go for it. But for me, big no. Okay, Bitcoin's struggling, but again, it's just respecting these levels at the moment. So it's a toss-up. On this minutely candle, it is a fucking toss-up where it goes. And that's the reality of the market right now, to be honest. Need some more volume. Volume's pretty low for just opening, to be honest. Thursday, New York time. BitUnix has just came out with some fucking Christmas wins to blast your dopamine, so they keep fucking printing on fees. Yeah, BitUnix is probably one of the best, like, dopamine. When you bang a trade and you get a screenshot, they just fucking tap right into your emotions. They just know how to get you to place on another long or a short. They're good at that. Bitcoin is potentially going to lose its support, and we're about to lose $4,000. Nice. We're all right now. We're all right. We're chilling. Again, XRP, these levels. But again, if Bitcoin does lose that support, this is going to break, and it's going to be very, very bad. Very, very bad. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. I always like to check what this guy posts. Again, I don't fucking know him. I probably don't even know if he's a real person. But it's always interesting because he's very much of a news kind of fucking one of these little news guys that just repost articles. But if we can see stuff, we can kind of see what's going on. Because remember, news manipulation is a real thing. It is a real thing. So CPI 2.6 to 6.2. Okay. Bitcoin just broke 89K. Well, guess what? This is why I hate news channels. All right. No disrespect towards Ash Crypto. But if you post something 55 minutes ago, less than an hour ago, 89K, now we're at 87K, it's like there's no point to post this stuff. Like, it's just a complete waste of time, in my opinion. But, you know, that's just the way I feel about, like, just price stuff. That there's no point to say Bitcoins, and then he'll say Bitcoin now just broke 87K. It doesn't do the fucking world any fucking good. Yeah, exactly. Lately, Bitcoin dumps with every good news. So just like little Ashy boy, again, love to Ash. He's probably a fucking cool guy. 89K, good news. We're at 87K 50 minutes later. There's no point to fucking tell us this stuff because it doesn't fucking matter. It's actually probably worse. It's probably worse because you know what happens? The Jeffrey, the newbie investor, longs 89K, think we're on for fucking Q1, Q2, 2026. And then he just fucking loses money on paper and then he sells anyways. Then he just ruins his Christmas. He just fucking ruins his Christmas. And that's what happens. So there's no point. Okay? There's no point. I'm all for news, but just like news when a coin hits a price that's fucking completely real. Remember, you guys are fucking investors. What we're doing here is a little bit of fun, like we've always talked about, to play the game. Like, we're just trying to learn trading. We have so much money from DeFi bills, and that's not flex, that's just reality. Like, I'm putting on $2,000 trades for a reason, and I'm pretty chill. I don't think there's anybody that is as chill, especially live on camera, that can just chuck on $2,000, 5x leverage, playing with 10 grand per clip. Because I don't really care. Okay, I obviously want to do well on live on camera, but it doesn't really matter to me. But the guy that buys 89K, okay, and thinking, oh, we're off to the races, we can make some quick money for Christmas, those guys can't afford to fucking lose money when it goes down to 87 and they start to panic sell. Because I'm for the fucking retail investor, right, that's struggling. There's no point to post that stuff, man. Leverage clean, Jake. I don't know what that means, bro. Give me some context. Okay, our trades came back. Here we go. Here we go. This is the fucking bounce that we were calling for, boys. Let's get a confirmation here and let's not call too fucking early and be a little pussy. Okay? Let's not do that. But you know me. If I see green, I press sell. If I see red, I hold it all the way down until it gets liquidated. That's just the way I am. It's still struggling, but you can see some momentum. Stop texting me, Seven. October 10th shined everything. I never sold yet. Still DCA until December's over. Yeah, but October 10th didn't really change anything. It's just the way you look at it. October 10th got a lot of people liquidated and really just fucking woke up your perspective on how manipulated cryptocurrency is. But October 10th was obviously very good and very bad. It was great for the exchanges. It was great for the manipulators because they fucking made their Christmas very much good. They made the hodler and the Jeffley very much sad, and some guys actually sold out of that. I don't think you did. It sounds like you didn't. But it also gave you an opportunity of a lifetime, quote unquote, I hate using that term, to buy assets cheap than where they could be in the future. So it's just your perspective. How do you look at it? I don't like these trades anymore, to be honest. I might take an L. I might take a quick L. I'm going to take 2 quick L's there because my confirmation bias is right at the top here. And yes, it could reverse. So I'm going to take 2 quick L's, to be honest, because now we're at the top here of overbought. And if this was to reverse, I would just see massive losses. But again, knowing me, it'll probably fucking go. But again, this is what I just see on these coins. But I'm still going to keep this XRP respected level here. And if we come down here and get oversold again, I will long this again. If we break through it, then I'll look for something else to do. But again, you can just see, man, Bitcoin just controls the market so much more than what people think. It really, really does. When the market opened and Bitcoin started to run there, every altcoin went. When it started to dump right now, every altcoin fucking went that we're looking at right now. Okay, you see this? Let's have a look on the 15 minutes again to kind of get a bigger kind of piece of the pie. You see this? Massive, massive drops here on ADA. Yeah, exactly. Exchanges, our crypto looks the same as the exchange notification. BTC, obviously, no. Exchange liquidation leverage Jeffries on purpose. Yeah, exchanges are great. We need exchanges, right? But exchanges know where the order books are. They know where all the leverage guys are way too overextended, and they'll do scam wicks like October 10th. They'll do that because they fucking know, and they can do that because they can get away with it at the current moment. That's what they do. That's how they fucking print fucking millions of dollars in 1 fucking millisecond. So you have to be careful, man. You have to be careful. If you're spot buying, there's no issues with exchanges. Absolutely no issues with exchanges. Obviously, find the cheapest exchange possible, but it's not going to affect you if it's a couple of dollars difference in some exchange. The good exchanges, you want to be able to cash out to your bank, you want nice fee on ramp, you want to be able to buy the coins you want. Once you have that and you're just spot trading or spot buying, you've got no issues. Or even spot trading. Spot trading is fine to do as well because you can't get liquidated. You'll still hold the same amount of coins you have. Once you get into this side of the game, and we're not even at this crazy side of the game because again, we're only using 5x leverage. This is where you got to be very fucking careful because you will be manipulated. Okay, and there's nothing worse than, I don't want to call it a scam, but there's nothing worse than pulling up and seeing a scam wick. Okay, for example, if we look at every single coin on that October 10th, you see this. They knew exactly where you guys were. Not you specifically, but you know what I mean. On every single fucking coin, they wiped the fucking guys out. Okay, and then the next day, like nothing happened. And all the guys that were leveraged along here, they woke up and said, what the fuck happened? These prices didn't even exist. But it doesn't fucking matter because they took you out on most altcoins. And there's literally nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do but you learn a lesson. Say, hey, I won't fucking leverage, overexpose myself. There's nothing you can do. You can't cry to customer service. You can't go anywhere. And that's fair, that's not fair, it doesn't really matter. Because at the end of the day, it's you versus you, and this is what we talked about at the start of the stream. 2026 is we have to stop complaining, we have to take control of what we can control. And to be honest, we can control everything. Everything is our fault. Everything is our fault. Everything is our fault. And if you can accept that and play that game, you'll start to understand that you can control a lot more than you think. You can control a lot more than you think. Yeah, but you know why I breathe too much? I literally do 100 press-ups before these live streams. I have a goal. I've done 150 press-ups now for 3 years in a row. And some days I'm just like today was just so fucking busy, and I'm like, fuck, I've only done 50, so I bang out 150, and I'm like dying. So yeah, but I've done 150 press ups for 3 years in a fucking row. Probably hasn't done anything for gains, but it's just like a discipline thing. I've not missed a day, even when I've been sick. I've still smashed it. Can we still see alt season, and is the bull run still on? Well, if I didn't think the bull run was still on, now I'm not here to give you time frames, but if I didn't think the bull run was on, I would cash out 800k right now and just fucking do nothing. But the way I see it, my portfolio, it's bled a lot, man. Like, my portfolio from the peak is down $500,000. Think about that. But I still don't see a way where I would want to sell my, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, HBAR, and Solana. I refuse to sell the stuff that's like dust, right? Because you never know. There's no point to swap them. But I refuse to sell my kind of top 4, top 5 coins. Because at the moment, with my current circumstances, there's nothing I would rather buy. And if I can't find something I would rather buy, I'm not going to swap my assets, okay? I use them in liquidity pools, asset to asset. That's how I can monetize. But currently, right now, for me, I'm not asking those questions. I'm not asking if the bull run is still on. I understand why you're asking that question, but those are not questions that enter my mind. They don't even come into the mind. If you were to ask Jake Gordon of 2020 and 2021 that wanted it to go up tomorrow and just the next day and the next day, and it did, by the way, until 2022 came, I was asking those questions, but I'm not asking those kind of questions. Those are not the questions that even remotely interest me right now, to be honest. All right, where are we at? Appreciate you. I bought Ondo and Link as soon as the liquidation event happened. There you go. There you go. If you had limit orders, that's something Bobby likes to do. You can set cheeky limit orders. You could have got quick 2x bumps if you want to sell, but you could have just got nice DCAs at limit. There's nothing wrong with setting limit orders. But yeah, you DCA and you chill the fuck out. Ondo, Link should be, I love Link. Ondo, great use case, should be quality assets that'll do you well. Okay, so you've seen that fear, unlike most people did, and you said, hey, I'll have a little bit of that. That seems like a good price right now because you understand you're trying to get as many coins as you can to sell for a better whatever year that is, 26, whatever. You understand that these assets will be worth more, hopefully. So you're not interested in current price. In fact, you probably get excited the guy that asked that question when the prices go down because you're like, I can buy way more Ondo and way more Link than I could have bought the day earlier. I'll have some of that. And that's the way you have to think as a DCA investor. Because if you don't, you're going to lose. All right, where are we at? We're kind of out of it there. It's interesting, man. We're looking at confirmation of green, but we are overbought here again on a minutely. So I would obviously like to short this again, but there's nice momentum here to the upside. Is the bull run over? Fuck's sake, I know you're joking. Yeah, the bull run's over, bro. Just sell, send all your money to some other guy in the chat, and just give up. Just give up. Hopefully, I think you're joking, but yeah. What do you mean with wife changing money? So I called my portfolio back in 2020, wife changing money. Boom, for exactly 800 grand. As a joke. And then I had to buy this portfolio again when I lost all the money to Celsius. And it was just kind of like a joke. Like, people used to say life-changing money. I was like, okay, everybody says that. Let me just say wife-changing money. But it's probably a bad thing to say because if you have a wife that resembles your net worth, it's probably not a good wife. You probably want a wife that was in it through the thick and the thin when you were struggling, when you needed money, when she covered your bills when you couldn't. That's somebody you want to marry, man. But it was just a joke. But, you know, you take that for what it's worth. Ever looking at Epic Chain? No, I do not. Doesn't mean it's bad. Wait, I'm serious, bro. Do you think the bull run? Do you think it's over, bro? Please. Please, Jake. Is the bull run over? No, I need to know Jake Gordon's answer. Because if he doesn't tell me, or if he tells me something, yes. If he says yes, I'm going to sell everything. If he says no, I might hold on. Fuck's sake. We actually just added an XRP thing to our Discord. We got the man, the myth, the legend Q posting XRP value here. Hopefully, he starts to post some trades because I really want some XRP trades here. But yeah, he's giving a lot of value in there. So again, if you guys want to join the Discord, you can. Absolutely free. Get the GG indicator. We now have 407 members. So we're growing this very, very nicely. We're starting to build a little loyal community of recognizable faces. And yeah, it's just a good place to hang out. And we will be doing a call every single month, me and Bobby. The first one is in 10 days. So again, this is a completely free fucking thing. We will give you the GG indicator for free. We have nothing to sell you in this group. And if you do want to join that and speak to us live on the 28th, this will not be on YouTube, but this will be privately in Discord. You can do that if you decide to do so. The link will be somewhere on my channel. I'm too lazy to go and link it. But yeah. Okay, this is just hard to trade right now. Very hard to trade, and we're not going to rush into fucking 50% gas. Never tell the girl how much money you have, bro. What's even better is to tell her, like, everybody goes, you know it's funny? That I was guilty of this too, maybe when I was 17, 18. Used to go on a date. It wasn't really a date. It was probably McDonald's car park in the UK. You'd go on a fucking date, and you'd say, yeah, I'm just fucking. But so many people are fucking messaging me. I need to. You know what I realized? That's a different topic. I'm not going to go on that topic. But back to my main topic there. You always tell a girl, like, oh yeah, I do this, I'm doing this, like, blah, 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 and everybody lies. Okay, you overextend yourself, you make yourself better than what you are, and that's fine to do so if you believe you can be that man one day. But why don't we make a new meta? Somebody said, never tell a girl how much you have. Why don't you tell her how, like, if you have like $1 million, just say you have $1,000 to your name, and then you'll know if it's worth the time investment to see if she's worthy. Because if you tell her you have fucking nothing or 99% of your net worth when you're a millionaire, and you actually have $1,000, $2,000 and you're struggling, you work in fucking this job, then you'll know. You'll save a bunch of time and probably a bunch of money. If she's a real one or she's not. And if she passes that, and you still are speaking, maybe a month, 2 months down the line, maybe you can tell her the truth. Because she wasn't with you for the money. Why don't somebody test that? I think that would be a good test. Are you expecting Bitcoin to go to 70k in the next week or rally to 100k? Next week? I don't expect anything in the next week. BDC probably goes to $1 next week, then jumps to $2 million for sure. That was the kind of answer I should have read and answered that previous question. Cool. I hit 150 push-ups now and feeling good. Yeah, do 150 push-ups every fucking single day. And it's not even about the chest, the tricep gains you'll get. It's about the discipline. It's about the mental discipline, and it'll just set yourself up. 50 in the morning, 50 after lunch, and 50 at night. Or 100 at night because you forget to do it. Again, same thing. When do you think we'll get an altcoin season? If I was to answer that really, Q1, Q2, 2026. But this is the same guy that's asking if it's over or if it's still on. So I'll give you 3 seconds of love. And again, everything's love here. I think Q1, Q2, 2026. That's it. But what happens if it doesn't? Do you wait? Do you sell? You say I was wrong? Again, it's you versus you, bro. You versus you. We're all on the same team here, but nobody should be asking other people, anybody, then think that when they should sell or when they should buy coins. It's a complete waste of time because you're relying on somebody else. You have to rely on you. It's good to do that to like begin your research and then go and do your full research. But if you're just listening, probably 2030, if you're just listening to somebody and you just do exactly what that person says, I wouldn't think that would be best. I think you need to figure this shit out for yourself. But do your research, watch YouTube, watch Twitter, but don't get lost in the sauce. Don't be watching videos when the altcoin season is going to happen, because nobody fucking knows. And everybody always changes the date. And I was guilty of this too. I used to make those kind of videos, right? I used to make those kind of videos. And then I realized this is actually doing nobody good at all. Nobody good at all. Not even yourself, Jake. And I was like, enough's enough. I refuse to make these videos because nobody fucking knows. And then all these YouTubers just fucking forget about those videos, or they delete those videos, and then they just change the dates. And then they're like, I told you so, I was right. But they've called it 6 times in a row. There's no point. With an investor, you're an investor. You're not an investor for next week. You're not an investor for fucking next month. Okay? You're an investor, bro. You're a fucking investor. Okay? Guys buying Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia. There's traders, there's trend swings, whatever. But you're an investor, bro. We have to stop fucking treating this like gambling. We can treat this like gambling, what I'm doing right now. This is pure gambling. Somewhat. But our hodl bags, my 800K portfolio is 800K for a reason. Okay? Because it's investing. Some coins are down, some coins are up. That's the game. But it's investing. It's buying when things are cheap, having conviction, having losses, paper losses, still holding them, maybe you swap, etc. But it's investing, bro. You don't buy a house and try and flip it. Well, you could, flipping that. Again, that comes back to trading. But you don't buy an investment property, put a tenant in there, look at the cash flow, and then try and flip it. You could, but you're an investor. You're putting your money in a hard asset. I don't like real estate per se, but you could do this. You put a tenant in there, you got cash flow, and you sit for maybe decades, for maybe until you die and you pass it on. That's investing, bro. It's a completely different game. Love, you have to find your own conviction, buddy. Not everyone can tell the future. Nobody fucking knows the future, bro. But again, get people's ideas. That's fine. But if you're literally chucking money into stuff on somebody's idea, it's probably not going to be good. And if it is good, okay, you'll win. But when he gets it wrong, or whoever that is, you're going to resent him. And you're going to take no blame on yourself, and it is your fault. But you're in the right place. You're learning, you're here. That's the first step. Okay, we're talking way too much. We've done like 2 trades, we closed them, and we've been locked in on chat, and this always happens. I need to fucking stop doing this. But you know, when I see question, I remember when I was watching streams back in the day, I would feel bad when nobody answered a question. So, but the goal here is to fucking keep you guys on trades, or just at least show you what I'm kind of doing. But so it's hard to do both, especially in a minute, because again, this shit is not investing. Okay, there's a clear fucking difference, and you guys already know that. But yeah, there is that. So XRP did respect these levels. That wick, again, we don't really count wicks, especially in a minutely. So it did respect this. We just flipped green, which could be interesting. Again, we need to keep an eye on what Bitcoin's doing. We need to really keep an eye on Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin just went green as well. We are kind of oversold territory. Do we long XRP? XRP is very tempting to long. Risky trade. Probably going to end in disaster. Not got full conviction. But that's what we do. We gamble. There's a question for Parker. If he doesn't reply, I'll answer that. In fact, that's why I still watch your content when I can and join your Discord. There's no bullshit and like the guys calling altcoins. Yeah, and I'm not going to I'm not going to fucking call anybody's names. But we all know who we're talking about. We all know who the fuck we're talking about. You know, these guys are still mates of mine. We don't speak as much because I refuse to talk about news and like price predictions, such when altcoin season is going to happen. But these guys are playing the game on YouTube, right? When you make the top 5 coins, when you make this altcoin season, they're playing the game of YouTube, and that's fine. Okay, but I refuse to play that game anymore. I refuse to play that game anymore. Just refuse. I refuse. I have more fun doing live streams like this for 90% less views, but it's more fun because I already have enough money. I already have a fucking enough money. I don't need money off ad revenue. I don't need money. Okay, I like money. We still sell a 10K Fast Track group, but that's completely different from trying to make videos every day, monetizing them off the top 5 altcoins and changing your tune. We're way, way past that. We'll take that $15. Boom. Nice. Quick little flip there. Why we just gave some value. Oh, I closed that way too early. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me. I'm so tired today. I'm so tired. I've got so much to do. I've not booked my flight. Should we book a flight to Glasgow in real time? That's probably dangerous because I'll have to put in so much sensitive information. We probably won't do that. But if we don't book it, we're going to be in the same situation. It's going to be the 19th in 2 hours from me in Bangkok. And my mum every single day is going to be like, Jake, it's the fucking 19th. You're still not home. Here's how fucking tired I am. I'm picking up a fucking Lamborghini Urus. Cash that I bought. And again, this is not to flex. This is just maybe a little bit. But this just show you how much work I put in. And I'm not even that interested because 20-year-old Jake, 25-year-old Jake, 26-year-old Jake, probably 27-year-old Jake, probably 28-year-old Jake will be on that flight immediately to get that Lamborghini. But he's just not interested anymore, man. It's cool. It's going to be fun. But I'm really starting to understand and have some reflection on this year that there's more things that is important because we've all just aged 1 year. 2025 is so fucking fast. So fucking fast. And your network, your friends, your family, you know, your mom or dad, if they're still alive, there's going to be a day when you don't see them anymore. Okay, people say if you're my age, let's just say maybe your mom has, I don't know, 20, 30 more years left. That's true. But if you only see her one time every 2 years, you've only got 15 times with her again until it's too late. It's kind of fucked. Think about that. If some of you guys maybe aren't getting on with your family, your mom or dad, whatever, maybe you should just be the first one. A lot of people don't speak to their mom and dad anymore. I was there for so long when I was struggling. It was mostly to do with money because I just couldn't, I needed to fix myself. I was failing as a man in dead-end jobs. And if that's you right now, and cryptocurrency hasn't went your way thus far, maybe you should just bite the bullet and just go around to your mom or dad's house and just get them a Christmas present and just try and open up the relationship anymore. Because if they only have 20, 30 years left and you only see them once a year, you've only got 20 to 30 more times you're going to ever see your mom again before it's too late. Kind of fucked up, kind of sad. But that's reality. That's fucked up. Think about that. Family's the most important. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. That's fucked, man. If you actually think about that, that's actually quite sad. And that's 20, 30 more years of like you presuming they're healthy. We don't even need to talk about what could happen. Because the odds are stacked against them. If your mom is 50, 60, 70. That's fucked, bro. Oh, that's sad. Anyways. So we just banged the XRP along there. We die alone, but family will do. We die alone, but family will be the most close. Honestly, go and reconnect. I know there's somebody in your family, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your uncle. There's somebody right now that you're not speaking to, okay? Because you tried to lock in this year, and that's fine. You need to. That's what I did, and I've been way too locked in, and I refuse to lock out. But at the end of the day, it's just money and a number on the screen. There's somebody that you guys have home right now that you want to open a relationship again. Maybe you haven't spoke. Maybe you had an argument one time. Honestly, just take the first leap, man. You'll be surprised. What's the indicator? The indicator is the GG indicator. And I will sell you it for $10,000. No, you can join this group. Confirm with Bobby, and if you have TradingView, which is free, he will add you for absolute free in this Discord. So if you want that, the link will be somewhere on my channel. I really should link it in this fucking stream, but I just haven't. So you just go on my main channel if you're on this right now. There'll be a link. Just watch one of the recent videos and it'll be there. You'll find the link. It'll be the second link. The first one is the 10k fast track. That is not free, but that is a lot of time and effort that me and Parker put in. This Discord is 100% free. 10k fast track is monetizing your assets with DeFi. Which this, we have 130 members here, all fucking printing. This is trading. But again, we will still speak to you in here. You can fucking DM me, and we do calls once a month. We're absolutely free. Tomorrow's not promised for anyone. Yeah, some of you guys on chat, you guys are not going to be here. Some of you guys are not, there's going to be at least one of you guys that are not going to be here next year. Or one of your family members is not here next year. That is guaranteed to happen. If you think about your skill and you've got 400 people in, like, we used to call it S1, S2, there's 400 people in assembly. I remember this, and I think it was one of the teachers that said this. And it was kind of fucked up. His name was it Mr. Brown? Big fucking white, lanky guy, ginger hair, proper Scotsman. And he was giving us, when we were like 13, 14, maybe 15, S3, S4, there's like 400 kids. And he said something that I'll never forget. Although I have butchered it and I forgot it a little bit. So when I say I never forget, I've actually forgot about it. But it was along the lines of fucking half you guys, like, in your life, like when you're 13, 14, 15, 16, and if you're a guy, all you really care about is, at least all I really cared about was trying to get a girlfriend. I was too scared to do that. Playing video games, eating junk food, and attempting to go to the gym. And when I say attempting, I just wasn't going to the gym. And he said something like, hey, your life is very fucking short. Because when I was 15, give or take 15 years ago almost, I can still see myself in that fucking assembly, and I can still see, I remember all the faces of my guys in my year, all the girls I used to fancy. And it felt like, when I think about that, it feels like yesterday. But of those 400 people that were in that assembly hall in our year, how many guys and girls are still alive? I don't know. Not all of them, that's for sure. How many of them, I don't know, felt with their family, don't speak to their family, they're kind of alone this year for Christmas? Probably quite a lot of them. How many of them are doing okay, 9-to-5 job, but they're kind of miserable and they've kind of accepted fate? Probably most of them. How many of them fucking took a risk and tried to fucking do something, regardless of what effort it took? Probably less than 1%. Probably 4 people in that room. And I'm not putting myself in that category by any means, but I probably would. And it took so long for me to do that because I had no chance. I didn't know what to do. Another guy I would put in that category would be Connor Syme. He's actually a professional golfer now. I wanted to be a professional golfer. He's doing well. He's not doing great, but he makes enough money where he can play a sport. I would put him in that category. Everybody else, when I go back to my hometown, I see the same faces. In Tesco, in Spar, delivering pizzas, Domino's, in this shitty job. And that's fine, but I know most of them don't want to be there. And 15 years ago sounds like a long time ago. But when you were 15 in school, none of this shit matters. But 15 if you're 29, 30, 31, 32, whatever. Different game when you leave high school. Different fucking game. High school was easy, although at the time it seemed hard. When you get in the real world and you have to get a fucking job, it's fucking, nobody prepares you for this shit. And how many of you were prepared to be fucking invested in cryptocurrency and asking when the bull run was going to happen? None of you were prepared for that 15 years ago. None of you were. Times change so fast. But Jake, what's the best way a DC investor can learn how to do 1 or 2 trades a week? I'm right there with you. Started trading 6 days ago. The best method is to play with $100. Okay, I'm playing with $2,000 clips. Play with something that's relative to your portfolio that you can lose. Play with that. Play with it. Put it on an indicator. If you're in a group, fine. If you're not in it doesn't really matter. Find a strategy that works for you and just keep posting. You don't have to post content. I don't mean posting, but make trades and be consistent. And that's what I would say. 1 or 2 trades a week, that's fine. When are they going to happen? At what time? When are you going to start looking at the chart? Have all that laid out so it becomes a system. Okay? Hold on. What a fucking degenerate I am. I just couldn't sit there for so long without a trade. That was maybe bad because Bitcoin wasn't really respecting levels. People who haven't lost anyone should listen to this advice. Appreciate that. I love my parents. I'm 37 now. 18 months ago, my dad died of cancer. There you go. Just 63. Would do anything for more time. Fucking great. Not great that he died. Fuck's sake, Jake. That's out of context. Fucking great that you've just said that. Because you don't know. You fucking don't know when it's time. Tomorrow's not promised for anyone. Yeah. Don't know how we're talking about this topic. But it is jolly season, family season. And there's nothing worse. I've had many Christmases when I was by myself in my flat in Hamilton. Many Christmases with just a random girl that I didn't really like, and then I had a proper solid girlfriend that I did like a long time. But there's many Christmases I was just alone. Boom! $9. Let's fucking go. We're back in the game. Call the XRP trade. Buy my $10,000 course. Yeah, if you're alone this Christmas, man, fucking try, for the love of God, to not be alone next Christmas. Try. And you could probably try right now. I'm not talking about girlfriend or husband if you're a girl here. There has to be somebody in your family that you can reconnect and at least fucking just reconnect some fucking relationship. Whether it's your dad, whether it's your mom, whether it's your brother, whether it's your sister, doesn't really fucking matter. Whether it's your cousin, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your old friend, you don't really speak anymore. It's fucking shit, man. Especially UK culture. Like, people in the UK, for whatever reason, it's like you can have best mates that just you slowly start to lose them because they get more promotions at their job. And this is fine. But you need money to live. You fucking need it. I lost a lot of my friends because I changed lifestyle and I hang around with new friends. These new friends are my best friends because they're on the same mission, they're on the same path. Like Parker is on this chat right now. He's one of my best friends. He bought my fucking membership back in the day. He's became one of my best friends. He's coming to Thailand. I've met him 2 times now. He's one of my best friends. And we work together on the same thing. We're interested in crypto. We're about the same age. We're fucking best friends. That is always what I wanted. I would trade my whole portfolio for that if I was to lose that. Okay? Because I know how to make the money in business and that. But to find that friend, it took so fucking long. And I have many other friends here. Even Bobby. Bobby's a little bit older, but he's one of also my best friends. Ryan, my closer. That closes for my offer. He's just next door. He's going home today. He's going to miss him. Ram, my other guy. Dean, one of my guys from the UK. Alex as well. You don't get many fucking best friends that rely on you for everything. A lot of people say they have 50, 100 friends. You're not their fucking friends. Because I remember my old best friends that I thought were my best friends, but we were really just best friends because of drugs and alcohol. Once you removed the alcohol and going out, trying to get girls, we really didn't speak Monday to Friday. Okay, Friday evening when we were getting off work, the messages start to plug in. We're going to meet here. We're going to do this. But in between that, we weren't really friends. So you need those guys. Why so many people bullish on XRP? Well, I'm long on XRP on the minutely candle. It doesn't mean I'm bullish on XRP. But I am bullish on XRP to answer your question. I've always had $5,000 coins of XRP. Where is it? 5,186. I've always wanted to cross 5,000. Had to do this twice because Celsius stole my first 5,000. But I just see potential, not the fucking 30,000, 100,000, the fucking $100 anytime soon. Okay? This is retarded. But I do see a world where XRP will be worth quite a lot because it has so much use case and has such a big fan base and has a great community and has a great product, etc. that I would be pissed off not buying 5,000 XRP. And it's made me 82%. Love you, Parker. It's made me 82%. Okay? So people love it because the community, it's just one of the biggest community coins out there. It's not going to make you rich, but That's the reason why I'm bullish on it. But you also get other people that are not bullish on it, right? Fuck, I'm getting a little bit emotional on this fucking stream, bro. Many people were not bullish on it here at 50 odd cents, and then it's 6-7x, right? And then people completely changed their minds. It's been in bullshit lawsuit cases, but I really respect XRP of what it's done for our altcoins. It said, hey, we're not here to be fucking messed with. Okay, we'll pay your stupid fucking fees. It's almost like you had a wife and she tried to divorce you, and you're just paying millions and millions of dollars for XRP in this case, just to fucking prove a point because you refuse to back down. You refuse to say, no, we are a fucking coin, we play by the rules, you're not going to bully us into fucking sending our coin to zero. And they tried to do that, they got delisted, the coin went to fucking terrible fucking momentum. And when they won the lawsuit, okay, that was when I decided to buy the XRP again, because I was like, okay, well, they've paved the way for my other altcoins, and I respect XRP for that so much. It feels weird saying I respect fucking some digital fucking currency on my screen, but you get the point. I respect the guys behind it. I respect the guys paying millions of dollars. I respect what these guys have done for the industry because they refused to fucking back down. They could have easily backed down. The founders, the CEO could have said, okay, enough's enough. Let's go and create another project. We've made fucking billions, hundreds of millions of dollars, but they said, fuck no, we're not fucking leaving. And look where they are right now. XRP is a lot of upside potential if its use case is realized. And I believe a lot of people are waking up to that. What's the indicator? Again, indicator is called the GG indicator. You can grab it in our free Discord. I really need to find the link. I probably have the link, but I can't post it on stream. If you just come on my Twitter, don't follow a fake account. There's many fucking fake Jake Gordons here. It's at Mr. Jake Gordon. Okay, there's no spaces, there's no weird stuff, right? Do not fucking follow a fake account. And do not even follow me on Twitter. I barely post, I just post wins, right? I'm not active on Twitter. But the second link, not the first link, this first link is wrong. This post here 11 hours ago, this is the correct link to get in that Discord and get the indicator for absolutely free. They were soldiers in front of the battle. They were. They absolutely were. And they've paved a great way where we can fucking set ourselves up. It's not going to crazy numbers that some people believe in anytime soon. And it's not probably going to that ever. And I'm okay with that. But I bought the 5,000 XRP again as a what if. And so far it's done well. I wish I bought more. I almost sold my £100 Bitcoin position today. Okay. I mean, why? I mean, sure. I get, you're starting out, it sounds like, keep doing what you're doing. But I would ask you why. If it was to buy your girlfriend, your mom, some fucking socks and a nice Christmas present, that's the only answer I'll fucking accept. Any other answer, I don't accept. Some say it's old tech, obsolete. Sure. Let's get back into what we're talking about. We've been on here for an hour and a half. I've done 4 trades, 2 wins, 2 losses. And look at that XRP. Why did I not fucking hold it? I just look at chat and then came back here and cashed up like $200. Link to Discord on your YouTube page says invalid. Does it? I'm so fucking bad. There was another link and then we changed it. What link are you looking at? Yes, you're right. That is the old link. Let me change that link. I'll do this live on camera for one guy. Okay. I'm only doing this because you're technically correct, and that's my bad. It's VR. It should end in VR. Fuck, I need to go in my settings to do this. Let me find out how to do this. I probably don't even know how to do this. I actually don't know how to do this. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, I don't even know how to do it. Customization, I know how to do it. Home tab. There you go. Changing it right now. Boom, there you go. Nobody can now say it's invalid. I hope you respect that. And it will be a pleasure to have you in here. Thanks, Jake. Just drop it in here in the chat. I could, but I'm on my phone right now on the chat, and I can't access chat on YouTube. So there it is. I've changed it. Let's get back in some trades. We've took on 4 trades. Look at that XRP. Holy fuck. Missed that bad boy. Well, we got in that trade, but we never read it how we should have read it. Every altcoin went as we were fucking ranting on about life, and that's absolutely fine. You win some, you lose some. Okay. So now what we want to do is potentially wait for Bitcoin, because again, we are in a minute candle. We want to basically see this, and we can scalp this on the way back down. Might not be an option. Might just send it. Might not enter another trade. We've entered 4 trades. But that is that's the only thing I can see that could happen in the next 20 to kind of 30 minutes while I still hang around with you guys. That's the only thing that I could see happening. Because I'm not going to long this because we've missed it, or we cashed out too early. The only thing I'm interested right now is us getting a potential couple of candles here to the downside, us potentially looking to flip reds, this oversold, or overbought, sorry, starting to come back down, and we'll start shorting Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum, Solana, whatever. That's the only 2 trades I would look at doing right now. Right now we're waiting on the minutely. There we go. There's the first red candle. Get a couple more of them. Get this back down to kind of this bar here. Potentially a good short. What I would really like to see is us to bounce off this and really get full confirmation. That would be nice. Because again, we could have a couple of candles and then send it past here. Very bad. Very bad if we went short. So Ethereum has just broke its kind of high here, 2.9. If Bitcoin breaks this, potentially no more trades, because we'd be guessing 50-50. Solana could be a good short to kind of bounce off here, right all the way back down. Again, it could very much just keep going though. There's the first couple candles in XRP. We want a first couple candles on Bitcoin. And we'll play this. We'll play this how it's supposed to be done. There's 2 in XRP. Again, we really don't want to just short XRP if Bitcoin continues to go, because I will believe that short will be invalidated. And that's not what you want to fucking do. So every coin is now starting to get very bullish on the minute. Ethereum's going. Again, I would really like to see 88.6. They're basically touched on the wick there, but I'd really like, there you go. There you go. Respected it fucking perfectly. There you go. Respected it fucking perfectly. Very fucking dangerous. That's the wrong coin. Oh shit. Too slow. Boom, 11 on BTC. We'll get out of that one and we're done. $8 profit. Oh my god. So fucking stupid, bro. So fucking stupid. We've only made $2 there. Fuck's sake. What the fuck? Hey, that was probably the quickest $2 that you've ever seen. Let's see what would have happened. Fuck, I could just see that reversing. There you go. It just reversed there. I knew that was going to happen. So that could have went very bad. Oh my god. That was actually... My editor needs to clip that. That was the gayest fucking, pussiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. We've smacked $2.20 in 1 millisecond. So if we could do that, we'd be very fucking rich if we could continuously do that. But I seen what was going to happen there. Okay, now this could very much go down, but I could just tell that was going to happen. I was too slow in those entries. I was too slow. I basically said here, if we respect this, which it did perfectly, that's when I should have shorted it. I shorted about here.
And then the Scotsman is live. The Scotsman is live. He's not going to be live for much longer. We took on 6 trades. We won 4. We lost 2-6. And we lost 2. But those 2 were $2. The fuck? That's bad for us. We're usually a $10 to $20 to $30 fucking trader. But a $2 trade, that is fucking disgusting. We'll still let's fucking go. Can't really celebrate. I'm so tired. And I still need to do so many things. You know the worst thing about going home? Oh, it's fucking packing your bag. I'm looking at my suitcase right now and I know I have so many things to pack. I refuse to. I might just go home just with a laptop. I don't even need to bring my clothes. I don't really need to. All I need to bring is my laptop, the fucking watch, and my fucking soul. I really don't need to pack my bag. I've got clothes at home. But it's just the bag. Packing your bag is the fucking most annoying. Like, most people, back in the day when I would go to Tenerife, me and whoever I was going with, even by myself, you get so excited about packing your bag with 2 weeks on holiday. Fuck yes, packing your bag, set all nicely. Clothes, boxer shorts, your euros, your bank card, your hair gel, whatever. So exciting. 2 weeks off is going to be great. Now it's like, fuck, I have to get on a plane. Can't be bothered. Got to pack this bag. Got to wait in a line. Times have changed. So you got to remember to be grateful. Be fucking grateful, man. Got to keep telling myself to be grateful. Ego is the enemy. But it's hard sometimes. Because you know how much work you've put in. You have to tell yourself, hey, control yourself. It could be all gone tomorrow. Okay? Be nice. Show up on time. Say your P's and Q's. Ignore that one. But be nice. Show up on time. Okay? Because it all could be gone tomorrow. You know, you're going home to your family. Be grateful. Pack that fucking bag, Jake. Probably won't. Book that trip. Testosterone back home also. I don't know what that fucking means. I guess you're saying testosterone. Can you just... YouTube's not going to block. What wallet type would be correct? YouTube's not going to fucking block testosterone. But yes, of course. Of course. Can't go without that. But that's everywhere. You guys watching the fight, the Jake Paul fight versus Anthony Joshua tomorrow? I might be exactly on the plane. I don't even know what time it happens. I'd like to watch that, but I'm probably on the plane. Taxman coming for you after $2. Haha. Yeah, he's coming for... Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. Hold on. Actually, serious question. I need to answer. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Cool. Yeah, if you're trading on a 4 hourly, oh, fuck me, but I answer one of my team there and look at the chart. That was good to get out of that fucking chart. I fucking told you. Okay, we might get one more trade here, or 2 more trades. But
But again, Bitcoin levels, they're not really respected here. You really have to wait up to here. But we will try. We will try. Done 6 trades. My goal is to do at least 2 to 4 trades per stream. I've done that every single stream. We are still winning. We are still winning. Even though 2 wins there didn't really fucking count. But they did count. Because it doesn't matter how you got the $2. You still got the $2 from somebody. I took those $2 from somebody. And they're in my pocket. Okay, Kraken, XRP there has now broke this. And it just seems to be going. Interesting. Saw an XRP of 4. Yep. 4. If you're trading 4 hours. Fantastic. Keep your structure. 4 hourly is the play for you. Stick to that. I'm not doing 4 hourlies because I don't want to make a 8-hour long stream for 2 fucking candles. That's why I'm doing the minute here. And that's why I want to get better at the minute. For your guys' entertainment purposes only. And yeah, you got to be fast though, as you guys can see. Fast trades, fast rewards, or fucking fast losses. Okay. Might start to short some coins as the last 2, but obviously got to be careful because Bitcoin is still not respecting anywhere close to this. But we could get some cheeky shorts that could also go terribly wrong. A win's a win. You're right. It doesn't matter how you got it. Doesn't matter how you got it. As long as you got it. As long as it's not illegal. You got it. Okay, ADA here. Every time I fucking touch ADA, it always goes wrong though. It always goes wrong. ADA just is bad luck for me. But I refuse to accept that. How's my portfolio now? Yeah, because most of my shit's in Bitcoin. 808. Nice. Gained 8K since this stream. But again, who cares? Because we're not interested in selling those. But for our DeFi pools, that is nice. Especially on volume. 2 seconds here. Let me just check something. Yeah, we've got some guys coming in. Nice. 410 members. Let's go. Hopefully get value in this Discord. And if you don't get value in the Discord, tell me how we can improve it. Tell me how we can improve the Discord. Because we do it for your benefit, and not our benefit. And again, we're going to be giving you guys every single month, me and Bobby, anything you want to ask us privately, where you can talk back to us. The problem with YouTube is you can't speak back to us. But in Discord, you will be able to ask us anything you want. Alright, I'm very interested to see how Bitcoin kind of plays out here in this wick. Everything's fucking bullish as fuck on the 1 minute candle. Solana's just gone. Smashed that high. It's too risky though. It's too risky to even think. XRP smashed this high as well. Sui. Again, not even close. Not even close. Really want to short Bitcoin. One more. Jake's biggest downfall. Ooh, that's risky. That's risky. That was fucking... Let's see. That could be way risky. Fart boy. What a good comment. Even 1 million needs $1 to complete everything. It's all calculated. Yes, sir. That was fucking risky. Let's see how we respect here. A little bit too early. Again, I wanted to wait to kind of here. But this is oversold. Overbought, sorry. As fuck. But doesn't mean anything. Because again, we could still push here. Let's see. Come on, shorts. Come on.
Oh, Bitcoin still going. Again, we're overbought, man. We're overbought in this minute. We're overbought. We're overbought. That's way too much of a big push-up on the minutely. Way too much of a big push-up. Doesn't mean anything, though. Keep going. This is the game. Doesn't mean absolutely anything. It means nothing. So, and now people are messaging me. Come on, Bitcoin. So I got two chats going on here at the moment. Oh, that's not a good candle. That's not a good candle. We don't want that. TG. Yeah, I'm on, Parker. Don't fucking worry, bro. I'm doing two things at once, okay? I'm two things at once, bro. I'm live on camera and checking your shit in real time, Parker. So fucking chill, bro. I've done live stream, onboarding, gym, nap, 2 hours of sleep, and I'm still fucking chasing your shit, Parker. Losing money on this trade because of you, but I'm still fucking here. That's a bad green candle. I appreciate your content. Glad I had the day off to tune in for a live. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here. Sorry I don't have the same energy today. There we go. Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. Good night. What we get? 20. Okay, and I only did that because Parker's fucking messaging me, asking me shit in real time, and I have to fucking check something. Look what you've just lost me, Parker. So much fucking money, but I just made $20. Look, see if that red candle goes anywhere close here. I expect you to send me $400, okay, to my account, because that's what I was waiting for. I don't see it. Look at that candle, Parker, okay, because I'm answering your fucking messages. Look what you've made me do. I potentially just entered the best short of my life, cashed out. Still profit is profit, but look what you've done. Look what you've done, Parker. Look at that candle now. It's disgusting. I don't see it, bro. Look at that candle, Parker. All right, so let's go back to stream here in a second. Locked in, GG's. Look at that candle. It's been a sick stream, man. We've managed to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, 1 loss. Yeah, what the fuck, Parker? Send me 400. What the fuck, Parker? Send me $400 right now, because that's where I was, bro. Checking your fucking messages. Look at that candle. Look at that candle in Ethereum. Okay. You're absolutely terrible. Okay. That's like $200. Okay, and I cashed out at 20. It's been a great stream. It's been an absolute. It's his pen on his hand. I mean, bro, it's fucking dealing with amateurs. It's been a great stream, man. We missed yesterday because we had onboarding calls to do. You need to be zoomed out, chasing pennies. They'll eventually drain your bag. It's impossible to drain my bag. Okay, you can drain my trading bag, but again, it's not about that, man. It's not about that. So if you're new here, that's fair enough. Look at that candle, Parker. It's now fucking $300. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of learning. And you're right. But we're trading on the minutely, and it's impossible to trade my bag. It's literally impossible. But I appreciate you being here. It has been a great fucking stream. Okay, I missed yesterday. That is my bad. But we were doing an onboarding call for one of our 10K fast track clients. And it's been fun. We will be here tomorrow. Saturday might be out of the question, but we're only doing Monday to Friday. Because the weekends. Look at that candle, Parker. Look at that candle. Why are we fucking answering these questions, bro? Look at that candle. We will see you again Monday. Look at that candle now. Okay. I'm actually pissed off because that would have been big fucking money for my kind of trades. I'm going to handle some technical stuff with Parker because he's messaging me like a madman. Look at that candle. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you're watching the recording, join the Discord. We are, like I said, planning that free call for you guys on December 28th, and we will do one every single month. And if you want a GG indicator, hopefully we're giving you some value here and showing you how good it is. And again, I'm not the best trader. Look at that candle. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you guys Monday. I will be in the UK. Hopefully my time zone's not too fucked up. My ancestors are Scottish, but I live in the US. God bless you. On that note, peace. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow and you can't tune in, have a good fucking Christmas. Remember what I said about your fucking family.